One of the things we have been following all day today, President Trump has been speaking before the United Nations General Assembly there in New York. And we do know that there are a few layers to this conversation. We just got word just a little bit ago before I came on that President Trump is going to be meeting with President Emmanuel Macron of France and the President of Uzbekistan here eminently this afternoon. But today, President Trump addressed the United Nations General Assembly, and in his speech, he criticized European allies on multiple things: Green Deals, immigration, and other issues. The president also took credit for brokering international peace deals and asked, what is the point of the United Nations? Despite this, the Secretary General of the United Nations has said the United States is instrumental in making these peace agreements, and he did say that President Trump has traveled the world hoping to broker peace between different nations. But let's listen to some of President Trump's remarks, and then out of that, I'm going to catch you up on the stakes of this summit.
My administration has negotiated one historic trade deal after another, including with the United Kingdom, the European Union, Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, Indonesia, the Philippines, Malaysia, and many, many others. Likewise, in a period of just 7 months, I have ended 7 unendable wars. They said they were unendable. You're never going to get them solved. Some were going for 31 years, 2 of them, 31, think of it, 31 years. One was 36 years. One was 28 years. I ended 7 wars. And in all cases, they were raging with countless thousands of people being killed. This includes Cambodia and Thailand, Kosovo and Serbia, the Congo and Rwanda, a vicious, violent war that was, Pakistan and India, Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, and Armenia and Azerbaijan. It included all of them. No president or prime minister, and for that matter, no other country has ever done anything close to that. And I did it in just 7 months. It's never happened before. There's never been anything like that. I'm very honored to have done it. It's too bad that I had to do these things instead of the United Nations doing them. And sadly, in all cases, the United Nations did not even try to help in any of them. I ended 7 wars, dealt with the leaders of each and every one of these countries, and never even received a phone call from the United Nations offering to help in finalizing the deal. All I got from the United Nations was an escalator that on the way up stopped right in the middle. If the First Lady wasn't in great shape, she would have fallen, but she's in great shape. We're both in good shape. We both stood. And then a teleprompter that didn't work. These are the 2 things I got from the United Nations: a bad escalator and a bad teleprompter. Thank you very much. And by the way, it's working now. It just went on. Thank you. I think I should just do it the other way. It's easier. Thank you very much. I didn't think of it at the time because I was too busy working to save millions of lives. That is the saving and stopping of these wars. But later I realized that the United Nations wasn't there for us. They weren't there. I thought of it really after the fact, not during these negotiations, which were not easy. That being the case, what is the purpose of the United Nations? The UN has such tremendous potential. I've always said it. It has such tremendous, tremendous potential, but it's not even coming close to living up to that potential. For the most part, at least for now, all they seem to do is write a really strongly worded letter and then never follow that letter up. It's empty words, and empty words don't solve war. The only thing that solves war and wars is action.
Well, that was President Trump speaking to the United Nations General Assembly today, and his visit represents a series of high-stakes meetings with world leaders. With two wars still raging, the president is seen as both a potential disruptor and as a deal maker. Topping the agenda, Palestinian statehood, with the U.S. Seeing itself more diplomatically isolated in this topic. Experts say it's unlikely we're going to see any real change here or any changes to the status quo this week. Another conflict in focus is the war in Ukraine. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is set to meet with President Trump along the sidelines this week. This is because he's looking for more support as Russian airstrikes are intensifying. And it's expected that some leaders are going to push President Trump for more action against Moscow and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Ultimately, UN officials say they want to reverse the growing trend of wars being used to solve conflicts as opposed to diplomacy. The General Assembly is a place where nations are looking to bridge both sides of this gap. The president is also our president, set to meet with the Turkish president later on this week. We'll keep you updated on that. Coming up, we're going to get you an update in the murder trial for an 8-year-old girl who was killed. We're going to talk with our Kevin Stewart in just a little bit.